On a desolate cliff overlooking the restless sea stood the old lighthouse, abandoned and forgotten. Its once vibrant beacon now lay silent, the structure only a skeletal remnant of its past glory. For years, locals avoided the area, whispering tales of its fate. The most chilling tale was of the lighthouse keeper, Edgar Byrne, who vanished mysteriously one stormy night, leaving behind only his cryptic journal filled with unintelligible scribbles and ominous warnings. Intrigued by the lore, a group of friends Mara, Kelly, Luke, and Jason decided to investigate. Armed with flashlights, sleeping bags, and a thirst for adventure, they approached the looming structure just as the last light of day surrendered to twilight. The air was heavy with the scent of salt and decay as they stepped inside. The interior was exactly how time should have left it: cobwebbed, dusty, and suffused with an air of desolation. Making their way to the lantern room at the top, they laid out their sleeping bags and gathered around an old wooden table where they placed Edgar's journal. It was their talisman and guide, the key to solving the mystery that had brought them there. As the night deepened, the wind's howls grew louder, almost as if it were alive, trying to break through the walls to reach them. They read through the journal, the cryptic entries becoming more frantic and disjointed. Edgar had written about hearing voices, seeing shadows, and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, and then they heard it, faint whispers carried by the wind. Squinting into the dark corners of the room, they saw shadows begin to move of their own accord. Mara, the bravest of the group, suggested they check out the lower levels of the lighthouse. Descending the narrow spiral staircase, a sense of foreboding enveloped them. Luke's flashlight flickered, and for a brief moment all light was gone. In that instant of darkness, a presence seemed to pass between them. They screamed, stumbling down to the base, only to find themselves in a small room they hadn't noticed upon entering. It was filled with old rusted equipment and a single door that led down further still. Jason insisted they turn back, but Mara, resolute, pushed forward. They opened the door, revealing a dark winding staircase leading into the depths. With each step, the air grew colder, the whispers louder. The walls felt as though they were closing in, suffocating them with their secrets. Finally, they reached a cavernous chamber. In the center was a stone altar, surrounded by strange, archaic symbols. The air was thick with an oppressive energy. Suddenly, Edgar's voice filled the room, a mournful plea for help, echoing off the cold stone walls. Mara approached the altar, her flashlight illuminating a small, bound book lying atop it. She recognized Edgar's handwriting. Suddenly, the shadows coalesced into a dark figure. It spoke in a guttural voice.